I know what you're thinking. Retro, your reviews suck. Your intros are unoriginal. And you don't even use anime clips. Good points, good points. To the first one I say... A couple episodes ago I said I don't use anime clips in my videos because, I don't want them to get taken down. But I also don't do that because I want my videos to stand on their own merit. I feel like people nowadays on YouTube abuse other people's content. Like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Yu Yu Hakusho. You could find entire episodes of these animes on YouTube. So why do you need me to show you them? If you want to see it, go off and buy it yourself. This is a review show. I don't particularly feel like I need the content of what I'm reviewing to make my show entertaining. And if you feel differently, you can watch something else. There are plenty of people on YouTube willing to give in to the idea that they can just steal from other people and call themselves creative. I don't want to be one of them people. To your second point, my intros are skippable. That's why in my very third episode I make a joke in which I essentially say you can just feel free to skip over these intros if you don't like them. And any other complaints you have, well, I don't care. And your anger amuses me greatly. I am Retro. This is Retro Rips.
Last time on Attack on Titan, Eren died, and I laughed about it. Now all we're left with is Armin, who I may or may not have called Arwen, because who really gives a fuck? After seeing his best friend get eaten alive, Armin's really down for the count this episode. He's not gonna get anything done. Mikasa, on the other hand, doesn't have special Wonder Twin powers, so she doesn't know that, well, Eren go bye-bye. Long story short, there's this rich dick who's got a whole bunch of provisions he wants to get over to the other side of the wall, and he's willing to let people die just to make sure that happens. Meanwhile, Mikasa's all like, bitch, please, I stand up for what's right and shit. So, he gets put in his place pretty quick. But the entire ordeal inspires Mikasa to go on a flashback tirade. Once upon a time, Mikasa was just a normal girl, and then a bunch of dick bandits decided to break into her home and sell her into sex slavery. Of course, when you're in the human trafficking business, you don't leave witnesses, so her parents had to die. Her mom because she was simply struggling, and her dad because, well, that was always the plan. They would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that darn meddling Eren.
This is a really good episode. It explains why Mikasa is the way that she is. But now you can see why I disapprove of them making fun of her in early episodes. After you know she has PTSD, it just kinda seems like a dick move. But other than that, the episode is actually really great. I don't really want to spoil a lot of it, so that'll be the last I talk about it. But at the end of the episode, when she kills the Titan with her bare hands, single-handedly, it's about the best thing you've seen in this show so far.
Picking up from episode 6, in episode 7, everyone's depressed because people are dying left and right, and their commanders are abandoning the rookies. It's just overall not a good experience. See, the problem is that at this point in the attack, all the scouts have run out of fuel, so their only option is to attempt a suicidal run to the refueling chamber in order to get some more. Of course, when everyone's massively depressed because their best friends have been dying left and right, that's not exactly an easy task to ask of anybody. Mikasa arrives, finds out that Eren's dead, and promptly her PTSD kicks in, where she absolutely does not give a fuck about what's about to happen next. In her deteriorating mental state, she says to the scouts that we're all about to die anyway, bitches, so we might as well make one last run for it. Not being able to disagree with that kind of fluid logic, they jump to it. With the wings of an angel, she strikes down 2 titans like they were nothing, and splat. Wings of an angel or not, without her precious fuel, Mikasa is basically defenseless, and it appears as though a Titan is about to eat her. She almost lets the Titan devour her, but then she figures out that somewhere deep in her heart, Eren is still calling out for her and blah blah blah. She can't bring herself to let herself die. And lucky for her, the most metal of metal Titans has appeared to defend her.
Mikasa picking up Eren's role as the main character is actually pretty awesome. If the show had continued like this, I probably would have liked it a lot more. Mikasa as a main character in place of Eren, who, yeah, he had the passion, but he didn't have the skill, is actually really damn clever. You spend 5 episodes setting up this character who you think is going to be the main character, and then boom, kill him off. What do you do then? hand it off to an even more deserving main character like Mikasa. Because, quite frankly, she's the best character in Attack on Titan. I didn't know what to think when Mikasa begins to lose hope in this episode. After seeing Eren, the character who we were following for so long, die in just the snap of a finger, you can imagine I've grown distrustful of the mangaka at this point. Am I even following the main character? Is Arwen the main character? I just don't know. And so I patiently wait for Mikasa to die. The moment you see this one Titan punch this other Titan, everything in Attack on Titan changes. We knew some Titans were sentient, but up until this point, most of them had just been mindless monsters. To see one of them willingly go around and rip other Titans to shreds, it's an oddity to say the least. It gets you thinking about what's really going on in this show. Overall, I'd have to say episode 6 and episode 7 of Attack on Titan are the episodes of which really caught my attention and when I started watching full-heartedly. Before that, it was kind of just a Naruto ripoff with these kids in an academy, all militarized and shit, being taught how to fight these giant monsters. And then they have those cheesy scenes where it's like, oh yeah, we're comrades. We have to stick together because we have nothing else and blah blah. By the 6th episode, everything's changed. Everything you expected to happen in this show just completely flies out the window, and the unexpected becomes the standard. But I think we're done with Attack on Titan for now. Next time, Death Note. I am Retro, this is Retro Rips.
I don't understand. It's like you want Prime to win.
Yeah, I'm done listening to you, fanboy. After I deal with Retro, you're next.
Well, we'll just see about that.
Just you. What do you want?
Your robot is a dick. Please deal with him.
Fuck.
This is your only warning, Retro. Attempt to leave the house and it will be destroyed.
To leave the house, you say. Alright then. Try this one up for size. Fucking giant robots.